Good morning, guys. It's me, Coach D. I have a few thoughts to share with you, so grab your coffee and let's go. So, I want to say that our background is our foundation and not our limitation. So we should build on it and not be bound to it. So, and what I mean by this is that, we can look back at our past and the way we were raised, and we can really choose what's going to work for us and what's not. Because sometimes, what's worked in the past doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work in the future. And what we could do is we could pick apart and start realizing what was really healthy and what wasn't. And so, many times, this is an example, a few examples, older people or the older generations have stayed in jobs for years for the longevity of it. But they were so miserable. They really weren't appreciated and making what they should. But my gosh, it was such an honor to say, they were at the job for 25 years. And so they stayed. And the same with marriages. I mean, people have stayed because, not all the time though. Remember what I'm saying. I get all worked up. But, a lot of times in older generations, people stayed and they were like, oh my God, they were married 75 years. And it's just like such an honor. But yet, the last 25 of their years, they lived in separate rooms and really didn't even pay much attention to each other. And so, how much fulfillment did it really bring? Right? So we can look at these things and maybe bring into our new lives and looking for this healthy life, maybe the work ethic that came from that example, and maybe the loyalty to relationships that came from the long-term marriages. However, we don't have to stay at all costs, right? We learn that we should be a part of the equation in everything. We deserve fulfillment, not just staying somewhere just to say you stayed somewhere, right? Because at the end of the day, it really doesn't suit you well. And we're looking for these healthier lives. So I just want you to look back on some things and take a few notes and realize that you really need to be happy and fulfilled in all aspects of your life, in your relationships, in your work environments. And it's okay if you have to shift around a little bit until you find that, because you only live one time. So I just want to leave you with those thoughts for today. And I'm wishing you so much love, peace, joy, and blessings always. And we'll talk again really soon.